Good evening, kids. Very happy rainy season. Hope you are sitting at home and enjoying the rain. So, in the previous lecture, means in yesterday's lecture, we have gone through the various procedures of measurement of intelligence. In today's lecture, we are going to learn two important concepts. The first one is mental age. Second, we are going to learn about emotional quotient. And in this lecture itself, we are going to learn about how we can know our own IQ. It's very important to know about the IQ. What is the ratio of the IQ? It is a set of number. How you can get the IQ? How you can calculate your IQ? In this lecture, we will go to that. So before going through the beginning of the lecture, let us recap what we have learned in yesterday's lecture. In yesterday's lecture, we have gone through the different concepts. The very first concept was stating that the size of brain is somehow related with the size of intelligence, but later on the theory was proved wrong. Second point which we studied, which was about Dr. Raymond Cattell, who somehow supported the theory and gave a new clauses. He defined a set of attributes. He used mental test first time in psychological philosophy, and later on we have also studied about a school in Paris who was very much concerned about his students who was scoring less marks in his examinations, For that also we conducted a test which was going through a set of processes, and depending upon that set of process which consists of logical reasonings, analogy and different situations, the person's intelligence was tested at different level. We also learned about VSIAC and VSSC. We learned about procedure to test the intelligence in the adult person, and also we learnt about the procedure to test about the intelligence in the child groups, children's. In today's concept, we are going to discuss about mental age and intelligence quotient. So before that, let us see with our thought, we can start the lecture. That is, education is a holy nectar. I as a teacher ensures that every student gets it. So what does the thought means? As you know, the beautiful flowers have tendency to attract number of bees who comes sit on the flowers and swipe out the nectars from the flower, and then honey is made. The same way with the teachers, it's our responsibility to make available of this holy nectar for you kids so that you can have a very fruitful life. So with this beautiful thoughts, let us start with a beautiful lecture. So what does someone means when he talks about mental age? What is mental age? These things always strikes out in the mind. According to psychology, bachalo, we have two types of age. First, you say as chronological age, and second age group is mental age. Great psychologist Mr. Alfred Binet gave a theory. According to his theory, he has given the set of instructions, set of examples, set of situations under which we can check the mental age of particular personality, of particular kid, maybe boy, maybe girl, or anyone. Okay, in that we have to be very much known about the person's chronological age. Now, what do you mean by chronological age? Suppose someone says that he is 25 years old or he is 10 years old. What I am saying? Someone says he is 10 years old. It means he is saying that his chronological age is of 10 years old. You got it? That is your biological age or chronological age. But when the person talks about this mental age, what does the mental age means? It means, if we will see this mental age with an example. Let us focus on the example. Let us say Mr. X is of 10 years. Mr. X is of 10 years. He came to Mr. C, who is a psychologist. After approaching to Mr. C, he said that he want to know his mental age. Mr. C said okay. By saying okay, he prevailed. He said that for that you have to give one test. He said okay, I am ready to give the test. So Mr. C designed one test which was of age group, let us say 12 years, which was of age group 12 years. If Mr. X, who was of 10 years, successfully passed the test which was of age group 12 years, then we can say the mental age of Mr. X will be of 12 years. It is ability to think. What is the mental age? Ability to think or behave in particular situation. Okay. So it is not necessary that always the mental age will be greater than chronological age. Sometimes you can see that mental age is less than chronological age also. So we cannot say that always the mental age will be greater than chronological age. So if the question comes in a board exam, define or describe about mental age, you can say it is a set of conditions in which the particular human faces the test, and if he passes the test, depending upon the marks or the scores he gained in the test, we can convey the mental age of the person. So this is what the first concept of today's lecture, that was mental age. So if someone asks you as a definition part, you can say that mental age is nothing but the age at which individual performs successfully on all items on the test prepared of that age. Now let us take one more example for mental age. Let us say Mr. Y is there. She approaches Mr. C again, and even she is telling that she wants to know his mental age. The chronological age of Mr. C is 10 years. Again, what Mr. C will do? She will conduct test. She is going to conduct a set of tests. But somehow Y fails in the test of age group of 10 years. But she managed to pass the test in the age group of 8 years. So you can say the mental age of Mr. Y will be of 8 years. So with this, we can draw a clear diagram. We can make 3 columns. First column will consist of individuals. Second column will consist of chronological age. Let us write in short form CA. Third column will be the test performed, and final will be your mental age. The first guy, Mr. X, came. His chronological age was 10 years. He appeared for the test of 12 years. He managed to pass the test. So mental age of Mr. X will be of 12 years. In very next example, we can say Mr. Y came for the test. His chronological age was 10 years, but he managed to pass only the test of 8 years. So the mental age of Mr. Y will be of 8 years only. So with this, now you are very clear about mental age. Always keep in the mind there are 2 types of age: chronological age and mental age. Chronological age is the age which is the biological evidence of how many time you have spent it till now on the earth. Okay, chronological age and mental age may be same, may be different. Sometimes mental age will be greater than chronological age, and under certain conditions mental age also may be lower than chronological age. Clear बच्चा लोग? With this, we will go to the next part of the lecture, that is about emotional quotient, IQ. You guys are very much familiar about IQ. You have already heard a lot about IQ. The great psychologist Mr. William Stern. Mr. William Stern was the person who conducted the test and came up with the concept called as intelligence quotient, that is IQ. Now the question comes, how IQ is related with intelligence. What is IQ? First of all, we have to understand what is IQ and what does a person do with higher IQ and what does a person do with the lower IQ. As you already know, intelligence is always related to the thinking and the approach of the particular subject, person or anybody, how you or she or they approaches the condition. Depending upon that, the IQ of particular person is to be defined. The same thing was told by Mr. William Sutton. Let's see. The concept of intelligent quotient was introduced by German psychologist Mr. William Sutton in 1912 as a ratio of mental age with respect to chronological age, multiplying the ratio by 100. So this is the formula. In board exam, you have to write the formula like IQ is equal to MA upon CA into 100. Please note, I have written in the short form. You have to write in full form. Means you have to write like the ratio of mental age with respect to chronological age multiplied with 100 will always give you the IQ. Okay. Suppose that only IQ and CA, means if you know about only intelligent quotient and chronological age, we can calculate mental age of the person from this also. But the condition is we have to know the other two quantities. Okay. So let us take one example for this. It will be very much clear to you that how it is calculated. Let us say Miss Isha came to concern with us. Her mental age is 12. Chronological age is 10. She is asking us about IQ. So as I told you, what is the formula? IQ is equal to mental age divided by chronological age multiplied by 100. So you can say IQ of Miss Isha will be 12 by 10 into 100, which will be 120. The normal IQ. What is the IQ of Miss Isha? 120. So this is the formula with which we can calculate the IQ of any person. So in today's lecture, we have gone through two important concepts. The first concept was about mental age. The second concept was about intelligence quotient. Again, I am repeating, in today's lecture, we have gone through three concepts: chronological age, mental age, and intelligence quotient. As I already told you, what is a mental age? Mental age is a set of conditions in which the particular boy or girl or subject can perform the test even of higher age group. Okay, that person, if confined or somehow managed to pass that test of particular age group, so that age group must be considered as the mental age. Mental age can be less than chronological age, can be equal to chronological age, or can be higher than chronological age. The second thing which we have gone through was about intelligent quotient. In that we have seen about the formula of intelligent quotient was mental age by chronological age into 100. Mr. Sutton gave the formula of the concept in which I have already told you about how to calculate the IQ, and I also told you that even the person who approaches you have these two known things, and he or she is willing to know about his mental age. It can be calculated from the same formula. The question for this maybe come for 2 marks in the board examinations, and both the definition of mental age and also the definition of intelligent quotient will be coming in the exams. Thank you guys. Have a good day.